A new study suggests rest is not the best medicine for kids recovering from a concussion. So here to answer questions is Dr. Scott Hadland, Chief of Adolescent and Young Adult Medicine at Mass General for Children. Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. Hadland.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Dr. Hadland, as you know, some of the most common symptoms for kids after a concussion are headache, confusion, possibly memory loss. Many parents may prefer to let their kids stay at home to recover, but what does the study say about sending them back to class?
Well, this study was a bit of a reversal in terms of how we think about how we should manage concussions. This was a big study from across Canada. It had more than 1,600 kids in it between the ages of 5 and 18. And the researchers compared kids who went back to school within about 2 days of a concussion to kids who took a little bit longer to go back. And what they actually found is that the kids who went back to school within 2 days did better. They had fewer symptoms 10 days out from the concussion and overall demonstrated a faster time to recovery. And this is a surprise for us as pediatricians because as recently as about 5 to 10 years ago, the sort of classic teaching was that when a kid had a concussion, we should really sort of ask them to rest a lot. We should ask them to stay at home, get off their feet, try to physically rest, and then also mentally rest, to not go back to school, to not be doing homework, to not be doing things that are sort of mentally taxing.
But of course, for kids, you know, they're eager to do what they love. That includes all that moving, right? So some kids may think, oh, if I can go to class, then why can't I return to sports? I mean, it seems to me that those two things are very different.
Yeah, I would caution because those are two very different things. It's very different to go back to school where you're going to be sitting in a desk and listening to a teacher and focusing on schoolwork as compared to getting right back into sports. And in particular, we worry a lot about contact sports where somebody could have a re-injury. One of the worst things that you can do if you have a concussion is to get another head injury, especially in the immediate aftermath of the last concussion you had.
All right, you mentioned how big of a study this was, 1,600 kids. It also covered kids ages 5 to 18 who got treatment at an ER. So I would think, I'm no doctor, that there might be some differences in how a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old would recover from a concussion versus a 17 or 18-year-old that's essentially, for all intents and purposes, an adult. Were there any differences in the age groups?
There were. So the earlier finding that I mentioned where kids who went back to school within a couple of days of their concussion, how they did better, that was a finding that was limited to the kids in the study that were between the ages of 8 and 18. And the 5, 6, and 7-year-olds didn't have the same finding. Now, I will say this was a much smaller group because concussions in this age group are just less common than in older kids. And so they had fewer kids to study, but they didn't find this same improvement with younger kids going back to school sooner.
All right, Dr. Scott Hadland with Mass General for Children. Thanks for your expertise. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.